Yes, we may have known that over the weekend, the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, rolled out a new vigilante architecture, Agune Chamber, and launched Operation Udo Gachi. Yes. A lot of reactions have continued to trail these feats by Mr. Governor, while some are commending him for what they call proactive approach towards tackling insecurity in the state. Some are still feeling he has not yet done enough. Now, what would you like to share with us? I mean, what is your thoughts on that? Chukwuemeka Modelem.
Good morning, the Anambra. Good morning, colleagues. Yes, recently, Anambra State government launched Operation Udogachi. And since then, the state government has been receiving commendations from Anambra, okay, for being proactive in addressing insecurity in this state. This is what we've been waiting for. It is our belief that this new security formation in Anambra will eliminate criminals, okay, who have wreaked havoc on innocent citizens. We know that government was saddened, by the loss of lives in the hands of these criminals. Yeah. Yes, so and that was why it put up this new security formation. The target of the state government is to make this place safe, is to attract investors to Anambra State, because you cannot talk of trade, investment, okay, in a society, bedeviled with crime. So for me, it's a welcome development. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, is tackling insecurity head-on. And all we have to do is to work with this Operation Udogachi. It's not about leaving the issue of security, to them alone, because security is everybody's business. If this state is safe, it's safe for everybody. It's not just safe for the government of Anambra State. It's safe for you and I. So we have to play our own role in this regard by see something and say something. Where you see criminal activity happening, alert security agents. Operation Udogachi will thrive. They will succeed if we cooperate with them, if we work with the Anambra State Police Command, other security agencies in Anambra State. So on the other hand, whoever is saying that he doesn't like the idea of Operation Udogachi, for me, the person is an enemy of the state. The truth is that this state must move forward.
Yes.
This state must move forward. And we cannot run away from Anambra State because of insecurity. No, all you have to do is to deal with it. And that is what government is doing. So what I'm saying is that investors should come into Anambra and invest, because now security at go. Ever since this security initiative was put up, you can see that Enugu improved security.
Just a few days into the launch.
Just a few days into the launch, improved security in Anambra State. The issue of kidnapping has reduced to barest minimum. So you see that the thing is working. So you see, government has invested heavily in security because it loves Anambra. It wants this state to be secured for everybody. So I commend Governor Soludo for this bold step he has taken to address insecurity in Anambra State.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chukwuemeka. Joseph, I learned this initiative they have to do whatever they are doing in collaboration with other security agencies in the state and even the communities, the traditional rulers, the President General, and others. Do you think this will work? Do you think we're going to get the best out of this? Let's hear your thoughts.
Yes, good morning, Debai. In response to your question, of course, that's the right way to go because they say security is everybody's business. And when the people you have mentioned are directly involved, because these are the people who are leaders in the various communities. So when they are involved, I think the work of securing the state becomes easier and less burdensome on the part of government, because these criminals we are talking about are sometimes our brothers and sisters living among us, because they are not operating from the sky. So when such persons, community leaders, or other major stakeholders are involved, it will go a long way to achieving government objective, which is to make Anambra livable and prosperous. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. Emma Okonkwo, we would like to have your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. I've been waiting for the opportunity. My name is Emmanuel Okonkwo. This very launch of Operation Udogachi, I would say, is one of the laudable initiative of this present administration of Professor Chukwuma Soludo. And the initiative should be embraced by everyone in the sense that it is a collaborative thing. The government has its role to play. The citizens have their own roles to play. And this agency or security outfits also have their own roles to play. So I will want to maybe give a suggestion to the government. You know, it doesn't end by launching out this very outfit. It also calls for the government to initiate plans on how to sustain them, to make them proactive continuously. Not just that, it's true that we've seen them perform recently. Last week they launched out an operation at Isiago in Oka South local government area. So that was commendable. But him and a blockage will be do sometimes koji apose. So one thing is to establish this outfit, another is to sustain it. So the government has a role to play to make sure that this outfit continue carrying out this laudable operation and intervention in the state to make sure that the security architecture of the state is stable. Okay? And how can they do that? By empowering them with necessary gadgets, and also giving them largesse, some things that will motivate them to do more. You know, because
their lives
are on the line.
Yeah.
So you need to encourage them, devise means of encouraging those agents so that they will perform their duties creditably. And again, I will also suggest that the government should also look for a way to create an agency or an office where people can, you know, give or report issues anonymously. You know, sometimes you find out that these citizens, they have information, vital information, but they are afraid that their identities will be revealed.
Yeah.
And most of the times, these citizens no longer trust security agents or agencies. They will say that they will give them information. At the end of the day, they will reveal their identity.
Informants.
So I'm suggesting that government should look for a way to establish an office. Maybe the office may be called Anonymous Office.
And probably when the person is given the information, the person will not even be seen.
Or mention his name.
Or confession. The face will not be seen. The name will not be.
Yeah. So the office can be called Anonymous Office, where you can, you know, give information and you are protected. You will not reveal your identity. Nobody will know who gave out the information and all that. I think that will go a long way in making sure that this very platform established by the state government actualize its primary objective. And again, on the side of the citizens, just like I said that everybody has a role to play. So the citizens are also expected to collaborate with these agents, security agents. You know, they cannot protect us without vital information. They depend on us for information because we are the ones that are suffering this. We are the ones that know where these people hide, where they hide, okay? And can you believe with me that as we are talking right now, some of these community heads and members of communities in the state, many of them know where these people are hiding.
Yeah.
Yes, these people terrorizing the communities are hiding, but they cannot say it. Maybe to protect their loved one, maybe their loved ones are involved, and all that. Maybe also to protect their identity and all that. But we should see this security issue as a collective thing. It is a fight that everybody must be involved in for us to make a headway, okay? Yeah. That's my suggestion on that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So from all these things we have said now, I think the bottom line is give protection to the informants.
Yeah.
Yes, give protection to the informants. That's the basic thing. Because when you're not doing that, we'll have children, we have spouses, you know, I was thinking, must also give for bad leave. You understand?
Yes,
and things will continue to go bad, you know. So the bottom line, I believe, is protect the informants and we'll get what we need.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Now moving over to the telecom industry. Just this week, the Nigeria Communications Commission, NCC, announced and approved a 50% increase in telecom tariffs in spite of the economic pressure on the people. They say is to balance the needs of the operators with the consumer protection. As a telecom user or consumer, how did you receive this news, this increase in tariff? Joseph?
Well, I won't say it came to me too much of a surprise because we've always known, we've always been experiencing that everything legally no better.
Yes.
But then we are not happy because this is in addition to the economic hardship citizens are already facing. Of course, I think this morning the NLC president has come out to condemn the approval given for that tariff increase, of course, citing the same economic hardship. It was expected that there should have been discussions, more discussions around the issue. Of course, what are we even discussing? The feeling is that everybody knows that Nigerians are suffering. So I think it's needless to make an increase in tariffs at this moment. Because again, whenever I get with the breathing space, for that I want my call YG when I want to be on so because all the possible, let there be reversal so that Nigerians will have a breathing space. Increase. We go last year 5,000 or some months back. It was like it not worth 15,000 naira. Man, that I can't have on ITN. Killing the social media content creators. We're not able to BP. So because they are the knock and then they'll see because this one we can come on again where reversal because anything that in bonus self for trying. How many millions telecom subscribers in Nigeria is a big market for them, so they should appreciate us more instead of adding to the hardship. Thank you. Then,
don't you think these providers, these operators, telecom operators, they will argue, you know, since the increase or removal of subsidy, they have not increased anything. I mean, petrol, abagogo, gas, diesel, fancha, up there, you know. I may maintain their gensets and everything, even the tariff for EDC, whatever.
Yes.
So Fancha, Bagosigo, and Fanwano, they're still there. I think they may argue it in that direction.
That's why, just like what NS is, there should have been more discussions. So we know where federal government comes in the interest of citizens. because these are the part of the things we are discussing around issue of petroleum subsidy removal, because of the push is going to give prices, upward push in prices of certain things, both goods and services, and this is one of such. That is why we are of the opinion that there should have been discussion around the issue, such that there may be a way government can come in to help the provider so that they can help Nigerian citizens.
Right. Thank you very much. In as much as you have said that, some people are saying that subscribers were not carried along, while others are saying that this has gone on for quite some time. Discussions on this have gone on for quite some time before NCC came out with this. Actually, the telecom operators were angling for 100%, but NCC had to cut it in order to let the people breathe. Chukwuemeka Modeling, what do you think?
For me, this is not an advancement of this country, but an economic decadence. Just like you said, Nigerians are passing through economic hardship. Whatever is the reason for the increment in tariff is ill-timed. I condemn this in its entirety. This government, the government of President Bola Tinubu, takes first class in increasing tariff. Tariff is not, the increment in tariff is not the only way to address the economic quagmire of this country. Now, the net economic effect of this is that demand for communication services will drop. And as demand is dropping, it's going to affect communication companies, because they will not have as much as customers as they used to have before. Even we that use phone services will also not place a cost as much as we used to do before. So it's also increasing our own economic woes. Government is not taking the right decisions in dealing with challenges confronting Nigeria. What the government should be concerned with is, how can we revive our economy? There are better ways. I know that they want to make money. They want to make money for government, and maybe invest it, in the economy. That is what they will always tell us. But at the end of the day, they will not tell you what they do with this tariff, with the money they make from tax. They saved. Currently, Nigeria is not exporting anything abroad aside from oil, which price has nosedived. Government, for me, has to find a way. To cushion the economic effect on Nigerians. Just like maybe by giving manufacturers incentives. Government, if you give manufacturers incentives, then encourage people who are in export business to do same by reducing tax, too much addition, cut down tax on exportation of goods, and the importation into this country. You improve our production. When you do that, you find that our economy will be reviving by the day. But increasing tax in everything will only compound the economic woes of Nigerians. So it's not a welcome development as far as I'm concerned. Now the prices of other things have gone high. Is that the reason why they should increase tariff in this regard? No, it's not. At the end of the day, this thing is coming back to the people who are suffering the increase in fuel, the increment in electricity tariff, the high cost of goods and services in Nigeria. This government is just squeezing Nigerians to death. This government is squeezing Nigerians to death, but they will not succeed. Yes. This is nonsense.
In other words, you're saying that it doesn't really strike a balance.
It doesn't.
As to protecting the interests of the masses and helping the companies survive. Yes. Ima Okonkwo. A lot of people are saying that even with this increase, they are not really sure the services of these telecom operators will be better. How do you see that? Do you think with this increase they will improve on their services? Now, the number you're calling is not available. Meanwhile, the person in the phone, phone all the on. You understand?
You've answered the question, even. Because this is Nigeria. They just want to improve their income. The money they get on daily basis from customers. Yeah. Okay. Nothing like improvement on their services to the customers. Based on my own observation and considering the fact that we are in Nigeria, instead of getting better served, they will even deteriorate. So that is it. So what I'm saying, Chukwuemeka Modlima and Joseph have said it all. But I think I'm not even really blaming these communication companies totally, okay? I'm blaming government of Nigeria. Because all government of Nigeria, they have to take a step, a very big one, to remedy the situation in Nigeria, the economic situation in Nigeria. The thing is getting bad by the day. Okay, so I may urgently can rescue maka ndị na-ata afọ abụ anyị nwabo the masses. Yes. Onwele ya gbasava. Even those are leaders for Basalawa. Also, we are seeing a minute call 30,000. They will. They can afford it. Yes. Because they have the money. Like all van control, a guy. Mano anyone bo poor masses. I might go nine about the all. Talk more of where's y'all not somewhere now. Now suffer now struggle go to alien. Ochokuzi communicate with loved ones or man go to communicate. So even all a very painful thing, and government should try as much as they can to do something about this to remedy the situation. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. At this point, maybe we'll have to call on the NLC for this planned shutdown, planned strike, that they should let it not be business as usual. You know, let them be intentional about whatever they want to achieve with the strike. Thank you so much. Yeah. Right. At this point, just yesterday, we received some sad news about a man that burnt his wife to death. Very sad, gory sights, you know, on the social media. It was found that a man poured petrol on the wife. Unyankie ojereje wata na benne moria 5 boys. Osino for minor or whether minor or major family misunderstanding, obute petrol and poured on the wife. But thank God for the quick intervention, in as much as we learned that later the wife died. But thank God for the governor's wife, Mrs. Nonya Soludo, and Madam Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Ifi Ubina, about that, rushed to the scene of that, to the house of that man at Abagana in Anambra State, you know, and started interrogating people, Then, what can we make out of this? This is very sad. What can we, is that what it ought to be? What kind of provocation, what kind of misunderstanding will lead a man to pour petrol? And of course, I learned that when the man was being interrogated, he said it wasn't his intention to kill the wife. Meanwhile, all we get petrol, banye oko more lighter. Still, it was not his intention to kill the wife. Can we hear your thoughts? Okay.
This is not the first time I have had this news. I had it yesterday, and I found it quite pathetic. It's very, very pathetic, because that woman did not deserve to die that way. She died a painful death. Okay, she died a painful death. Well, may her soul rest in peace. Yeah, what I deduced from that is that many couples in the business of marriage are not compatible. Because if you are compatible, there is no family misunderstanding that ensues between you and your partner that will result in death. That is the way I see it. And the man, for me, maybe suffering from hot temperament, that is not the type that can control his emotions. He cannot control his anger when he is pushed to the wall, when the wife provokes him. Because marriage is a game of patience. Marriage is a game of tolerance. Okay, you have to be mature to settle down, because it entails a lot. You have to endure a lot. That is why it is for matured minds. It's for mature minds. It's not an all-comers affair. Marriage is not for everybody. It's for people who truly understand the game. He has committed murder, and we all know the penalty for that in this country. Okay, he will definitely pay for it. He will definitely pay for it. But this is not the way it should be. That's what I'm saying. Married men should desist from manhandling their wives. Your wife is your better half. Whatever she does to you, for me, report it to God in prayer. God will handle it. If you kill your wife because she provokes you, you will die, because government will also sentence you to death. So that is the consequences for that. Now, we have seen what the governor's wife said about this, that she will do the needful about it. She must make sure that government, does the needful about this. So others who are handling their wives, who are not respecting their wife, who batter their wives, should desist from this dastardly act, because that is not what it should be.
Vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
If you're a married woman, a married woman in marriage, you are not enjoying their marriage, you feel you are not comfortable in that marriage, you can walk away. It's not a do or die affair. Yes.
Because you live to live.
Because you live to live. You live to live. You must not die because some of them say, I must stay here because of my children. If you die, your children will survive. Your children will survive without you. Yes. So
yes, exactly. Sorry to cut you short. I learned that one of the one of the friends to the family said that this has been going on, but the woman had always said that she was there for the children. Exactly what you said. And now she's late. The children will still be there.
The children will still be there. You see, that is nonsense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yes.
Okay. If okay, the only thing that could even cost you your life is heaven. That you have to die. Bible say, now if you get Maggie, but anything that will end you heaven, do it. So it's only heaven that will cost you your life. That is the one that is acceptable. Any other thing other than marriage, other than heaven, is not acceptable. So the woman, made a mistake by staying in that marriage. When she was supposed to back out, she did not. And she look at the way she ended up.
If men, that kind of thing. It's not easy, but some of these are men. They let their emotions and anger get the best of them. Run wild. At times they'll tell you, she provoked him, he provoked her, and that was why. Provocation. The same man in Ghana main road, you will see some law enforcement agents, they will provoke the man in such a way that he can ask him, why can't the man get petrol and pour on them and set them on fire? But when he gets to the family, the wife, back or flex their muzzle. It's quite pathetic, like you said. It's bad. Joseph Modelem, Joseph Ebocha is like you want to say something?
Okay. Let me add by saying that the story coming from Abagana is a sad one. Reading this morning, ABS headline, man who burnt wife to death begs children for forgiveness. You know, it really hurt me, you know, because why we don't, or personally I don't want to discuss issues maybe leading to whatever family differences they have. The fact remains, as in the Igbo onye walk the boya luzana.
Nebu?
Onyalo, Onyemelalu Uzana, onye walk. Because no, you walk. There could have been a better way to handle the situation. And what if a mother make deserve go on? Take you don't take a life you never created, whatever be the reason. Because we had voice notes, because Abagana, it happened within my area. We saw the local government chairman, the Commissioner for Health, Women Affairs Commissioner, they were at the family compound to commiserate with them. Now, the issue is now the woman is dead, as we heard. The man is now in detention. The children are now left alone without their own parents. That's not a good one. Because one also we want to talk about that justice will be served on the man. We begin to wonder what will be the justice.
That is the thing.
You know, so it's a very sad tale from our bag, and we can always wish that it never happens. And in marriage, the elders, the Kaga in alone at this institution, they've always said, all the bad, you know, can step aside. You
agree to disagree?
Yeah, it's agree to agree, you know. Yet a little space can make so many things work again. More browsing and a to one year, but a measure a wali okay, which is your uncle. I feel for the children in particular. I also feel for the man because Obama is genuinely that he felt sorry for what he did. Now you can imagine. Manok alive for the certain things you do can never be reversed. I wish not possible to turn things around so that maybe there will be a better way. But then, Kashineke, those who are around this issue and those who are family, relative, and even the government to know the better way to handle the situation, because like I said, I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of the children to know what to actually think about this issue.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's why we keep saying, don't allow your emotions to get the best of you or to run wild. Always try as much as possible to keep your emotions, especially those negative ones, under check. It may not be easy, but prayerfully, and you have to be intentional about that.
Yeah.
Intentional is the word.
Very important.
Yes, be intentional about that. Don't always do gara. We walk. That you walk can lead to something irreversible, like Joseph said. Do you have anything to tell us?
Yeah, they've said it all. When I heard the story yesterday, I was devastated. I asked myself, how can a grown-up man do such a thing to his wife that he has lived with for several years, that gave birth to 4 kids, male for that five kids. Yeah, all those while you've been managing it, and now you've seen it that you can no longer deal with it. Sometimes the man make mistake. If you see that you cannot control the anger, move away, go. Find somewhere to go to. Ogo do no nature at that time, poor. Ilu eba anwe da draw in a chietazo. Obona the man may something like that. I am an akayuka now. Mana, it's unfortunate that this happened. If I na yozubuka government may question no again. Then amakwanu if I get melo umazia. Because I believe that those kids are still tender. So a means of taking care of them should also be devised. That is what I have to say.
Yeah, thank you very much. Because, like we've said here, Konyo na control his or her anger. It is very necessary, very, very necessary. Kaina control our anger so that we don't do something we'll regret afterwards. Thank you very much for that. Now, let's do the Trump thing. Yes, a few days ago, in what appears to be the greatest political comeback in American history, Donald Trump has returned to the White House as the 47th President of United States of America. He seems to have hit the ground running by signing series of executive orders, including the rejection of transgender, stricter measures on illegal immigration, and an executive order aimed at ending birthright citizenship. Yes. Birthright citizenship got most people. Yes. Because before now, when you notice that she is pregnant, before, as long as she has the wherewithal, what it takes to travel to the US, or watch up, or US, or citizenship. But Donald Trump has said no to that, especially with illegal immigrants. Would you like to share your thoughts on this, especially this illegal immigrants, birthright citizenship? Do you think it will fly, since he has just signed it, executive order? Ima Okonkwo, let's start with you.
Okay, I think that issue of birth citizenship is the one that is spending me. Yes, because I also have the plans. Yes, of going over there with my family if I have all it takes to go there, and probably for my kids to become citizens over there. Because of Yemen and Nigeria, Trump we are Janagari. But I think all he's doing is for his country. And I learned a lot of people are pushing for that reversal. Just what he said during his speech, that he will always put America first. So if we want the good life, if we are envying those over there, we should do same in our country. We should make our country to be palatable, good, conducive for the citizenry. Prosperous. Instead of running to other countries. Had it been that every other countries in the world are like US, nobody will think of or struggle to go over there to become citizens of that country. So I think that it calls on governments of Nigeria and other countries of the world for them to improve, develop their countries, and make the country prosperous and conducive for the citizens. Because often the citizens, convenient, comfortable na their country. Citizen there, monthly and all that. So all of the line book I do zero but Male blame Trump. On a choke orderly country. Then again, I commend where the Americans, they really try for restoring Trump again, bringing Trump back again. Orderly easy. I say Nandi Bonatu na Ogolino Dinabo, Malinke Kama. I think the van won't na Maziana Trump Kama. And if you read the history of how Trump ruled America during his first tenure, you will find out that the man performed creditably. He did well. So I think that's why the Americans voted him back to see that he continues from where he stopped. And if you listen to the speech, he said that he will always put America first in everything he's doing or he does. So I think that our leaders in this part of the world, especially in Nigeria, should learn from him. They should know that it is their country first and not their selfish gain or interest. Our leaders here, all you do na vanity their interest first. Onye obuna na azoka obadia ka ojebule ego nke chezozie the interest of the masses ndi tielie nocha. So their targets, primary goal or target should be to better the lives of the citizens. Okay, just like Trump kwe na nkwa. Amam na oge emekwa ofuma, even though na okporo Nigeria during the first tenure Nigeria bu aso oyoku mba mana emago na Nigeria tiele bebe ofuma mmadụ ama enwe God bịa kpọrọ anyị dị ya kọba anyị dị ọnụ a. So we should work on ourselves, on our country, to make our country better and conducive for the citizens. Thank you.
So in other words, you're enjoining us to think about what we'll do for our country. And
yes, instead of blaming Trump.
Yeah.
Instead of blaming Trump, let's put our house in order.
Change starts from us.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, right. Thank you very much. On the issue of rejection of transgender, that one too is it caught my fancy.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Do you think he will meet a lot of oppositions on that transgender issue?
Yes, you know that God created us, man and woman, male and female.
Yeah.
I have never heard about transgender biblically, health-wise. So that was a creation, that was man-made. Transgender was created by the past administration, Joe Biden. And the man of God has come to say no to that. A new sheriff in town says no to transgender. That whatever you call yourself is not known to me, it's not known to law. And if you are caught doing something as a transgender being, you will pay for it. You will be jailed. So, for me, it's a welcome development. Trump wants to sanitize America. If you look at the executive bills he has signed, outside the citizenship rights,
citizenship.
Yes. Others, I accepted them.
Okay, but you're quarreling with them.
I have problem with
just like Emma, you have your
just like Emma. Just like Emma. Because who wouldn't want to be a citizen of America? Okay, so Trump, you should do something about that one. I know he's listening to me. So, any reason, into something and I got her. It's immoral, okay, and it does not promote morality. So Trump knows what he's doing. People who are doing that kind of thing will fight him. I know, naturally they will go to court. Yes, to vent their grievances. Not like Rodefa Trump because this is one of the reasons they rejected him. When the
first time.
Yes, he contested for re-election. And the man is telling them, I'm still who I am. America must work for all of us. America must work for you and I. America's economy is going down because of unnecessary expenses the government in accommodating illegal migrants, okay, into America. You have to be productive to stay in America. If you must come to America, go through the legitimate means. That your immigration documents.
Sahara
Desert. Pure butter. If you want to fly on the street and tomorrow is America. How did you get to America, my brother? You will not explain. So Trump knows who those he is looking for. He knows what he's doing. So I commend him for that. Only to look at things work or well in his country must be able to take difficult decisions. That will the people will find it difficult to abide with. But at the end, they will give him kudos. They will see the reasons why those policies were made. It's in their own interest. It's in the best interest of America. Now, you heard what he is telling Canada, Panama, and I think there are three countries, you know, that depend on America for survival. That why not join America, okay, and become part of the states, United States of America, okay, so that you will enjoy whatever Americans are enjoying. So no enjoying, and you take it from Munuma, or you take it from us. You must not always depend on America for survival. He's thinking like a businessman. A businessman always looks for where he can invest his money and make more money, not where he will spend his money, because it doesn't encourage growth. Trump is thinking about how to improve America's economy, not dwindling it, because no other again to America will keep going down. You know that he has also withdrawn America from the World Health Organization.
Oh yes, I was coming to.
Yes, because America has been the biggest financier
of who?
Of who, and they are not getting much from that organization. Why China, who is financing them, the less financier, is getting much. Coupled with the fact that who did not handle the COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, very, very well. Okay, so they did not justify the reason why America should be giving them humongous amount of money. Okay, so that is why the man said, no, enough is enough. We are spending big money on WHO, and we are not getting satisfactory, results. So we are pulling out.
A school of thought is saying that with the pulling out of America from WHO, that it's less safe. It's now less safe for Americans, and other countries, other people, they will contact diseases more than when America was part of WHO. Is it true?
You know that, just like I said before, America is funding World Health Organization. Malaria drugs we consume in Africa, okay, come from World Health Organization. Drugs for treatment of tuberculosis come from World Health Organization, and so many other diseases. Okay, so if I put about that now, these drugs we get from the World Health Organization, if it's done here free, of course, will no longer be coming, because the major financier is no longer there. They have pulled out of the organization. So World Health Organization will begin now to look for, another country that can that can fund it, like America did in the past, and that will take time. So just like you said, for now, those countries that are benefiting from them will suffer. That is the implication. Okay, that is why many people are against this decision Trump took, because it's not in the best interest of humanity. That mado onye dị ndụ kwesịrị na arụ ya ogo no nwuru ego ogeji je nnukwu na ọgwụ nwete nwa ọgwụ obele ọgwụ from government at kind of subsidized rate nwa ọ dị ya mma. That
goes exactly to support what you earlier said, that Trump thinks like a businessman.
It is like a businessman.
Okay, Joseph, can we hear your thoughts on that?
Madam Chair, but we congratulate him on winning his re-election bid. And it's a big lesson for us down here. One, that's now, because if you go through what he passed through before he came back again, if now, because he went through some allegations and he went through the courts and he was able to clear his names and come back. And now he is here to make the reforms that is, or the reforms that are dear to his heart, of which he said they are in the interest of America, because now America shall remain great. As he said, we concluded him. If I was at Disney, who WHO support, mother, I'm like we said, yeah, because big brother can sustain that business aspect of him should but there are other interesting things we are expecting from his government of the United States of America. But interestingly, this one we are reading Chinese president and the Russian president tightening their ties because of what they are expecting from Trump leadership. We are talking about the war in the Russian war being prosecuted in Ukraine, because Trump has made some comment about that he called it ridiculous. And I think Putin and Xi, the Chinese president, are also coming up because of some economic sanctions he threatened to impose because of what he felt they are not doing. We think he should go further to find a way to, and because I'm particularly concerned about the war in Ukraine, Russia is prosecuting, which Trump is not, I think, is not comfortable with. So, all American Council, one of the things we will be expecting him to actually get it resolved. Some of the policies he has, the more for America, for that the for us. One day, Nakaboro Usolona, the League of yes, in developing countries. So. It's a challenge for our leaders down here. Can improve our economy. After all, onye abatobi no mbaga of America. I know not by Nigeria. Up to us, no one can in America and Nigeria na brona abuild institutions. Those years, necessary things. Nigerians are creative enough to do things that will improve our economy. And I tell you, what if I'm about in America? Then my fan about America because there's no enjoyment there. Then America, I told you all that I say for about a back of us week. Come on, no economic age. When we feel about and shows a shock and we demon America. Come on, maybe the America, carries them. I wasn't doing the better. What can I do? So I strike a balance. I take care of the challenges in the developing countries. I may find a family befa juedi develop where Bozialo if I have naturally befa.
Another thing I want Trump's administration to do for us in Nigeria is to help our government to fight banditry and terrorism, because it seems this is beyond the government of Nigeria. And what he had wrong, now they seek international intervention in the fight against insecurity. So there is need for that. I know that he hates terrorism. Even the day he was declared winner of America's presidential election, many terrorists in America started locating to other countries elsewhere, because they know that a new sheriff is in town, and the man that will deal with them has come. And he's a man that loves peace and orderliness. Okay, and this is what I want him to do for us in Nigeria, so that we will feel the impact of his administration. Insecurity is dealing with us here in Nigeria. Our government, federal government, has no solution for that, as far as I'm concerned. They have never been sincere in the fight against it. So let us seek Trump's intervention, so that all of us, this place will be safe for all and sundry.
Okay, thank you very much. On that note, we wrap it up on today's or this week's edition of Journalist Lounge. Join us same time next week for a fresh and more interesting package. I still remain your anchor, Judy Jeff Mwabeze, JJ for short. Bye for now.